Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. To begin, crack 2 eggs into a deep bowl. Whisk them thoroughly. Doing this first ensures the yolks and whites are perfectly blended for our mixture. It sets the stage for a rich and cohesive dough that holds everything together. Next, cut 2 potatoes into large chunks. There is no need for precision here. Rough, rustic chunks are exactly what we want. They cook through evenly and are perfect for the mash we are making.
Friends, it warms my heart to see where you're from. Share your country and city, and if you have any questions about the recipes, leave them in the comments, and I'll respond.
Transfer the potatoes into a pot. Cover with water until they are fully submerged. Add 1 teaspoon of salt to the water. Cover with a lid. Boil the potatoes until they are soft. Once cooked, check for doneness with a knife or fork. Drain the water completely. Now, mash the potatoes into a puree. Take your time to work out all the lumps. The steam rising from the bowl warms up the whole kitchen, signaling that comfort food is on the way. It is so satisfying to watch the potatoes turn into a soft, fluffy cloud. Pour about 7 fluid ounces or 200 milliliters of milk into the potato puree. Pour in the eggs we prepared earlier. Mix until everything is smooth.
If you liked the video, feel free to give a like.
Now let's finish the dough. Add 4 tablespoons of flour to the mixture. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix everything together. This helps the base rise slightly, giving it a lighter crumb rather than being dense.
Friends, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more recipes.
Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Mix until the mass becomes completely uniform. This potato base will be the heart of our delicious dish. Then add olive oil to a baking dish lined with parchment paper. Spread it evenly using a brush. Pour the potato dough into the dish. Smooth it out to create a flat, even layer. Next, let's prepare the filling. Heat some olive oil in a pan. Finely chop 1 red onion. I love the vibrant color of red onions. They add a pop of brightness even before they hit the pan. Chopping them always takes me back to my grandmother's kitchen, where every meal started with this simple, rhythmic task. Fry it gently. The onion adds a lovely sweetness as it caramelizes. Now, mince 2 cloves of garlic. Fresh garlic is a must for that intense flavor. Just a couple of cloves can transform the entire dish. Add it to the onion and fry until fragrant. Then, cut 1 chicken breast into cubes. Keep the pieces bite-sized so they cook quickly and evenly. Chicken is such a versatile protein that everyone in the family enjoys. Add it to the onion. Fry until the chicken is fully cooked. The savory scent of chicken and garlic cooking together is simply irresistible. Now, let's add the vegetables. Grate 1 carrot. Carrots bring a natural sweetness and a lovely orange hue. It is a great way to sneak some extra vitamins into the meal. Add it to the pan and fry for a couple of minutes. Then slice 3 mushrooms. Don't slice them too thin. We want to keep some texture. Mushrooms provide a wonderful earthy flavor that grounds the dish. Their scent always reminds me of crisp autumn walks in the forest, bringing that fresh outdoor feeling right into our home. add them to the pan. Fry until they soften. Dice 1 red bell pepper into cubes. This adds a fresh crunch that balances the soft filling. It creates a beautiful contrast. Plus, red peppers are packed with vitamin C and antioxidants, making this meal as nourishing as it is delicious. Add it to the other vegetables and fry briefly. Next, dice 1 yellow bell pepper into cubes. Yellow peppers are slightly milder and look like little rays of sunshine in the pan. The more colors we add, the more festive the dish looks. Fry along with the rest. These bright peppers add such a cheerful splash of color to the filling. Finely chop a small bunch of parsley. Fresh herbs really lift the flavor of the heavy ingredients. The scent of chopped parsley is pure freshness. Add it to the pan. Mix everything well. Next, add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika. Mix and cook for a few more minutes to let the flavors marry. Remove the pan from the heat. Now, spread the prepared chicken and vegetable filling over the potato base. Ensure it covers the surface evenly so every bite is packed with flavor. Grate 7 ounces or 200 grams of Emmental cheese. Emmental has that classic nutty taste that pairs perfectly with chicken. It melts into those iconic stretchy strands that we all love. Sprinkle it generously on top. Place the dish in a preheated oven. Bake at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. While it bakes, the cheese will melt into a golden, bubbly crust. Finally, let's make a sauce. In a small bowl, mix 4 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. Grate 1 clove of garlic on a mini grater. Using raw garlic here gives the sauce a zest that cuts through the richness. It creates a bold flavor profile. Add it to the bowl. Next, cut a small bunch of parsley. The green speckles make the white sauce look so appetizing. It adds a final touch of garden freshness. Add it to the bowl. Add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. Mix until smooth and creamy. Now, the dish is finally ready. Remove our potato pizza from the oven. The smell is absolutely amazing. Cut a slice and place it on a plate. Add a spoonful of sauce. Just look at that golden crust and the colorful, juicy filling. It is a hearty, nourishing meal that brings the whole family together, and the creamy sauce complements the savory chicken perfectly. I really hope this meal fills your home with the same happiness and comfort it brings to mine. Thank you for cooking with me today. But don't go just yet. There's another cozy and tasty recipe I'd love to share with you. To begin, crack 5 eggs into a spacious mixing bowl. Whenever I do this, I am reminded of bright sunny mornings from my childhood, where breakfast was always the most important meal of the day. Add 1 teaspoon of salt to the eggs. Whisk them thoroughly until the mixture is smooth and airy. Incorporating air now ensures our final dish will be light and delightful. Next, pour a generous amount of olive oil into a large pan. Allow it to heat up over medium heat. Meanwhile, chop 3 pounds or 1.3 kilograms of potatoes into neat, small cubes. Potatoes are such a humble, comforting ingredient that provides the energy we need. Place the potatoes carefully into the sizzling oil. Listen to that sizzle. It is the sound of a delicious home-cooked meal beginning to take shape. As the potatoes fry, season them with 1 teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of black pepper. Stir well to ensure every cube gets seasoned. Fry the potatoes until they turn a beautiful golden brown on the outside while staying tender on the inside. Take your time here. Enjoy the savory aroma that starts to drift through your kitchen, promising a wonderful dinner ahead. When the potatoes are golden and tender, transfer them into a large mixing bowl. Pour the beaten eggs directly over the hot potatoes. Stir gently to combine. Then prepare a baking dish by lining it with parchment paper. Transfer about 2/3 of the potato mixture into the dish. Now, heat some olive oil in a pan. Add 1 pound or 450 grams of ground beef. Cook until the meat is browned and fragrant. Ground beef is a fantastic source of protein and iron, making this meal as nourishing as it is tasty. As it browns, the rich scent always brings back memories of hearty family suppers. While the meat is cooking, finely chop 1 onion. Onions add a layer of sweetness and depth that is essential for a savory filling. They also bring a wonderful moisture that keeps the meat tender. Add the onion to the beef. Grate 2 cloves of garlic using a mini grater. Using fresh garlic makes such a difference compared to powder. It adds a punchy, aromatic kick that really wakes up the dish. Add the garlic to the pan. That scent instantly makes the kitchen feel like home. Next, let's season the filling. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of paprika, Mix everything well. Simmer the mixture for about 10 minutes. This allows the spices to marry with the meat, creating a rich and robust flavor profile. Now, let's bring the casserole together. Put the potato base in your baking dish. Use the back of a spoon to gently press a shallow well in the center. It creates a perfect bed for the meat to rest in. Spoon the savory beef mixture into the hollow. Then, slice some cheddar cheese. Place the cheese over the meat layer. Finally, cover the cheese with the remaining potato mixture. Spread it out carefully to the very edges to hide the delicious filling inside. Press down lightly to seal the edges. Bake at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, let's make a vibrant side dish. Heat a little olive oil in a pan. Dice one peeled zucchini into small cubes. Its mild flavor creates a perfect balance with the rich casserole. Add it to the pan. Sauté briefly. Zucchini brings a lovely fresh texture and vibrant green color to the plate. Next, finely chop one onion. Chopping onions is the start of so many great recipes. It brings a savory foundation that lifts the flavor of the entire dish. The aroma alone is enough to make everyone hungry. Add it to the zucchini. Stir to combine. Now, slice 8 mushrooms into small pieces. These act like little sponges, soaking up all the wonderful flavors in the pan to create a rich taste. Add them to the pan. Sauté until they shrink down and turn golden. Then, mince 2 cloves of garlic. I like keeping the pieces slightly chunky for a burst of intensity. Toss the garlic in with the vegetables. Stir well to let that classic savory aroma wrap around everything. Then, dice 1 bell pepper. The bright red color adds such a cheerful pop to the pan, making the cooking process even more enjoyable. Bell peppers are packed with vitamins and add a sweet crunch. Add it to the vegetables. Cook until the peppers are just tender. Finely chop fresh parsley. It adds a burst of freshness that balances the savory flavors perfectly. Nothing beats the scent of fresh herbs. Stir it in. The green herbs make the dish look so fresh and lively. To finish the side dish, grate 2 ounces or 60 grams of Parmesan cheese. I love how the fluffy piles of cheese look like fresh snow. It promises to add such a rich, savory depth to our veggies. Add the cheese to the vegetables. Mix until melted. The Parmesan adds a salty, nutty finish that ties all the flavors together beautifully. Now, the casserole is finally ready. Remove it from the oven. Let it stand for about 10 minutes. This short rest allows the juices to settle and the layers to firm up, ensuring you get perfect squares when you serve. Next, slice a generous portion. Place it on a nice dinner plate. Spoon the sautéed vegetables alongside the casserole. The vibrant colors of the garnish look stunning against the golden potato crust, creating a plate that is as beautiful as it is delicious. It is a dish made for sharing with the people you love, bringing warmth to any evening. I hope this recipe becomes a new favorite in your home. Thank you for cooking with me today. Until next time, happy cooking